He's 1 of 5 tonight. Here comes Lillard, driving kick. Simons. Back to Anfernee. 70 seconds left in the quarter. 7 to shoot. They leave Melo. And the rebound by Morris. And now at 3.
And I really love Monty Morris. I think he's one of the better backup point guards we have in this league, and I love what he brings them off the bench. And I think the bench is going to be key. In Game 1, Portland's bench kind of got the better. We had some great play from Carmelo Anthony and others. And in Game 2, Millsap and some other guys stepping off the bench for Denver. So I think the benches will also tell the story of how.
From Lillard, Rivers off from deep.
And so many people talk about the NBA. And, well, you know, these guys, they don't play defense. And what I was telling you when we were talking in the production prior to the game, as you see Nurkic knocking down a 3, is that
kick over to him. He had a shot for a second, dribbled into the defense.
Blazers by 25. Covington, nope.
Playing tournament is next week. 8 teams, 6 games for the final 2 playoff spots in the East and West. May 18th to the 21st on ESPN and TNT. It's a big win for Portland to try to get into the playoffs. And Utah, its lead over the Suns for the number.
That's exactly right. But then you just stop it for, you know, calls like that. That was a clean block by Lonnie.
Cantor couldn't handle that pass. Down. Okay, and Bills again. Just can't find it.
Please, man, come on now.
We come down, they make 1 or 2. We come down, we miss 1 or 2. We come down, we make 2. They make 1. It really is nothing fancy, just basketball.
Simons looking for Cantor, in and out of his hands and out of bounds.
Simons did not play collegiate basketball, trained at IMG Academy after coming out of high school in Florida. Anthony rises, fires, fills it up. Carmelo Anthony, one of the best with a rebound. The impact of this game tonight, the Grizzlies will remain in 8th. Again, tied record-wise with San Antonio, but the Grizzlies with the tiebreaker. Nasir Little with a miss. Tap rebound comes to Jaren.
5.2 for that thing. I guarantee you that.
LeVert wildly was up in the air. He had no choice.
But I think he got popped on the arm, too, and the official missed it.
Both teams have led by as many as 5. They are really going to work in the paint. Friday night, Portland is at Brooklyn. That's after the Pacers have the Nets here on Thursday. And
so defensively, they've done a good job of active with their hands, but also contesting shots, not letting anything become easy to the Blazers here to start.
Simons, and that's a throwaway. And
old school throwback basketball. Rondo directing Cousins into the post. They are playing through DeMarcus Cousins right now, these last few possessions, and have been productive, the Clippers.
Front end of a back-to-back for both teams. Simons too high for Hollis Jefferson. He saves it. Little lines it up.
Carmelo. Clear by Wanamaker.
Here's DeRozan going against Jones Jr. Flips it to Pirtle. Pirtle too strong, batting at it. Ball bouncing around. Cantor finally comes down with it. Here is Simons. Tries to dump it off to Cantor. What a catch by Cantor.
Yeah, in. Niang, you know what? It's just money when George can contribute off the bench at a quick 7 in the quarter.
And much needed tonight with Clarkson being out. They're going to have to make up that 17-point bench deficit.
Jazz have a lead of 1. Simons dropped the handle, picks it up. Only jumps out to protect the 3-point line. Now they switch. Niang. Quickly they find Carmelo. Shot. Oh, a late whistle.
Especially with young teams.
As Miller had a look at a 3.
And sometimes you know it's going to be a tough game because this is the second night of a back-to-back. This is 3 games in 4 nights. And you're playing, what, the Suns' second.
7 or the 8th spot.
As it's really starting to tighten up in the Western Conference. Teams trying to avoid the 7-8 spot because of the play-in game with the 9-10. And so there is going to be some urgency down the stretch. Teams like Portland, Memphis, Dallas. Got a real
point advantage. Portland trying to go 3-0 so far on this road trip. Simons, Jones Jr. from the corner, and Jones Jr. And for Powell, the acclimation period of just learning the system for the Blazers always takes some time. Little, catch and shoot, bounces around, rebound Magic.
And post All-Star break, and he's one of 3 players averaging at least 3 made threes on 50% shooting. The other 2, Joe Ingles and OG Anunoby. So Rocco is a difference maker from the 3-point line.
Simons collapsing the defense. Blazers working around Jones Jr. and it's a clinic.
Hero down the lane. Hero not able to hit the scoop. Simons, winner of the slam dunk before the All-Star game.
Out there on the floor and the experiences they had playing in March. Trey Burke, Michigan. Nate Hinton for Houston, Wes Iwundu at Kansas State, Powell at Stanford, Josh Green's in the game at Arizona.
I want to give a shout out to Corey Stone, former Berkner Ram great and the all-time leading scorer in Abilene Christian men's basketball history. He had a heck of a night last.
A few of the guys out on the floor for Dallas, just stepping into shots.
Powell had a season high in rebounds of 11 last weekend against Denver. He's got 11 points tonight.
They might have, I'd have to think about this, but the 2 best 5s who can drive the basketball and be under control like that.
And they sell you with that pump fake too. Covington, a rainbow 3.
And this is what we talked about in the first half. Sometimes when you're in that situation, it's like after you double team and then you're rotating out of it, there's a mismatch or a miscue on trying to box out that offensive player. Reed able to creep in there.
Not either, Jim. 9th in the league coming in tonight. At 13.6, they've got 10 second chance points already in this game. Open 3 will not go down. Long rebound, though, into the hands of Simons.
It was off.
A 12-2 run, Wolves' largest lead of the night. Carmelo in the 4th quarter on 3s this season coming into play tonight has been shooting 52%.
The proper play would have been to shoot it when he got it. I don't think anybody would disagree with that because he can shoot. He was wide open, but he wanted to go down and torture somebody.
Carmelo steps back. Looked to me like his foot was on the line. By 10 or more. Jalen, well, a little push shot. Didn't really look that smooth getting it away. Carmelo 3. He's been so...
Where he was posting up a very, matter of fact, the top defensive team in the league. And what he did, I guarantee you that raised his confidence level sky high. He thinks he can do that against anyone now.
These 2 teams met last year. It was each team's last game before the league shut down. March 10th, 2020.
About that, if Dario wants to continue to get that play call, he has to make passes like that out of the maybe almost double team, which was developing right there, and made a great pass.
Quick catch and shoot 3 there off the mark.
He's played big for them at times during the course of this season. Energy off the bench, timely shots, good defense. He's a pretty good basketball player.
Simons using a Carmelo Anthony screen. Covington got Pascal on him, tries a 3-pointer. That won't go. Toscano Anderson.
The ball in this first half. 51 apiece. Wholesale changes coming in next time we get a pause for Portland. Rodney Hood. Oh, should he use the backcourt? Offensive rebound. Here's
great shots for other people. That's just one more guy that we got to worry about.
All right, Terry, thanks.
All right, thank you.
32-24, Portland leading 1 minute.
You can feel it in the arena.
Johnson whistled for the foul. For the Blazers, Cantor, Trent Jr., Anthony Hood, and Simons. His first playing time in this game. Hood spinning, floating in the paint. Nice finish.
Yes. Under your belt and continue on with the road trip.
We saw earlier this year on a 4-game road trip, the Wizards went back-to-back games at Minnesota and at Brooklyn. If you think about it, the Lakers are 1-2 since Anthony Davis got hurt. Here's Carmelo Anthony open for three. He's short. Rebound for Hachimura with a minute to go. There are
foul, and that would have been wrong. I mean, that was a highly contested three going into that fourth quarter.
From the logo, Covington long on a three. Rebound for Westbrook. That's his sixth.
That right there. The last one, no one touched it. And on that one, the ball moves from side to side, and he got it off dribble penetration with an opportunity to get his feet set.
Cairo with the pretty dime. And the drive into the paint that you mentioned. Carmelo Anthony, a break. Looked like it was going down for. Guys think they're pushing him wide.
Right.
But he
makes it look a lot easier than the actual shot is.
Right. It's not an easy angle. 1-point game. As Zion's up to 26. Melo, he's making that, you're in trouble.
This is the issue that you run into with. Almost like Harris.
For Zion.
And again, what they're going to do is probably put Kyra Lewis in a pick and roll situation just like this. And this is what you can see. This is really good coaching by Terry Stotts and what he's trying to take advantage of.
There's no question about that. I'm glad he had the face mask on. 8.5 to play. You know, 3-point lead.
What they want to force is a switch. They want to force the switch. And Kyra's doing an excellent job now.
The live by Billy Hernan-Gomez. Back at it, blocked away. It was Covington on top of the basketball. That was a big stop. 109-105.
He carried that ball, because he was going to pass it.
He was going to Cantor first.
28 to go in the second quarter. That first quarter with Dallas going home free, it's the most attempts they've had without a make in a first quarter since 2008. Coming off a game in which they went 25 for 45 from three as Cleveland lost it.
Standing and played for me in Atlanta. And then when we won the ABA championship, my point guard was Teddy McClain, 6'3", best defender in the league in the ABA game. A great school, great, nice pass, and a nice catch there in traffic by Porzingis.
Giles, that's going to be a charge. Giles called.
Now, if he's coming out of the game, he's made a very nice contribution. He's got 15 points tonight. Unfortunately, the three ball was not there. He was 1 for 8.
Cantor, able to squeeze it in.
And it could do.
Simons is guarded by Darius Garland. Goes off a big Cantor screen. Now goes to work on Drummond. Lost the ball. Eventually rolls out to Carmelo. Missed it. Cantor, another offensive rebound. Up California, they will head to take on the Golden State Warriors, which are playing a lot better basketball as of late. Draymond Green has come alive. Steph Curry,
Steph Curry is just going crazy.
Yeah, we know what he's doing. It's once again inside, it's Harry Giles and Garland to Sexton as the Cavs run off the Portland miss.
Doing a good job of not letting the ball touch the floor to get a layup. That's how you play the game.
22 tonight for Colin Ellaby from three.
Knock it down.
Windler has 10 points. He's also grabbed 9 rebounds tonight. Simons runs into a roadblock, deals to Ellaby, who comes out of the corner and got stripped.
Nice start for Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Not only offensively, but I thought he did a great job of getting deflections, and you guys got off a couple threes in transition.
Yeah, we got him to miss a couple. I mean, Ben's length, and he does so many things, obviously. Scoring is one, but it's the defense, it's the passing. Right now he's doing all of them.
So Korkmaz, who hit a game winner on this floor last season, a buzzer beater to beat the Blazers, puts the Sixers on top 41-39, under 9.5 to go. Steibel checking Trent. Simons gives it right back to Carmelo Anthony. He'll pull it, and he'll hit it this week. I know they'd love to have him back before the All-Star break. Same with Nurkic, who was injured the game prior to McCullum. That's a right wrist fracture for Nurkic. But you get those two pieces back, get them in shape. And the Blazers even more formidable than they've been.
Simons and Lillard in the backcourt together. James Ennis matched up with Lillard now. Okeke is on A. Simons turns the corner. Out to Lillard, wide open for three. Third three in the quarter. And off to just a 1 of 8 performance back in New York at the end of that long trip. Simons to Trent. He'll fire for three. Rebounded by Vucevic, his 13th of the game. No good for three. Rebounded by Hood. 9:20 to play in the fourth. Portland maintaining a double-digit lead against the visiting Magic. Simons to Anthony. Good again. 5 threes for Carmelo. Portland. 22 for Vucevic. 13 rebounds. Cantor. Simons. Hood. Anthony now guarded by Ennis. He got Ennis off balance and draws the foul again. Back. Yep. 7:39 left in the fourth. Still a 13-point Portland lead. Damian Lillard getting a long rest here in the fourth with Anthony taking over offensively. That shot way off, though, by Carmelo. Rebound.
Blazers medical staff.
Anthony knows he has the neophyte on him. Now Gibson.
This is Simons firing back out for Anthony, defended by Quickly.
No arc on that shot.
Here's Simons, finds Giles cutting for the hoop, and he was fouled by Rivers. Alec Burks, rebounded by Trent. Portland leading by 1 midway through the second quarter. Lillard still on the bench, scored 13 points in the first quarter.
Lillard's hurting from that injury. I don't know if he'll return.
Here's Cantor. He draws a foul.
Uncanny knack by Quickly, especially in the fourth quarter, draining 3 balls.
You think back to that fourth quarter in Portland back in late January when he scored 21 points, and now Quickly with the steal.
Who had 4 points in 16 minutes last night. Game before was that comeback at Indiana when he had a season-high 17.
Starting to get really good on the move. Is for no longer a stationary jump shooter.
Cantor fielding the air.
Bias yesterday. 9 trips to the line. Perfection from that line. Coupled with 6 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He was so good last night, too.
Yeah, the Sixers, as a team, lead the NBA. They get to the line about 26 times.
No, he's just come, he's just become consistent. We said at the top of the show, the number 2 go-to guy offensively.
A while in this game, he's got 13.
I think where the ball started in the post and then it gets kicked out and swung around. Good offense.
Anthony dipping in and stroking. Portland seized control of this game. They scored the first 14 points of the third. We were tied after 1 quarter, and we were locked at halftime. Anthony.
Connaughton, the former baseball player, missing the strike zone on that 3. Simons over to Hood. Hood in the corner. To your point, Lamar, Blazers are getting...
And I think that as he continues having games like this, maybe not making as many threes, might not be 5 threes, but just putting it on the floor. Keep attacking.
Kevin, do you see how active on the offensive glass Wood is? Good jumper, good explosive, good hands.
Giles slamming, jamming.
So Emmanuel Quickly having an impact off the bench now to help out to try and stop this freight train. That's the Portland offense is Carmelo.
Nice first quarter. Offensively from our guys. Yeah, no question. Spurs shooting 62%. Just getting everybody involved.
Both teams red hot. Anfernee with a again. Jakob, his first double-double of the year against Houston Saturday with 13, 11 boards. Also had 3 blocks in that game. Wide open Covington. Short. Rebound. Saved.
Well, he worked inside the defense. He had the entire paint area pretty much all to himself. Able to come down with that offensive board. It's an easy putback for Jakob.
Hurdle with 9 points now. Also 4 rebounds. Giles kicks it back out. Carmelo Anthony. Short. Rebound to Devin Vassell.
And feel, and I think that will help mitigate some of this. But a great deal of this responsibility falls on the players. And they've got to take it and take it seriously.
And Cantor got the extra bounce. Hood. And now Aaron Holiday for 3. It hops off the rim. Aaron had 16 points, a season high off the bench on Tuesday night.
But the shots he took, Chris, were his shots, and he took them right away.
And that's a travel. So let's check the lineup. A couple of the young players in now for the Trailblazers with just shy of 4 minutes as Gary Trent Jr. last 2 years for the Pacers. This is the 52nd consecutive game that the Pacers have had 20 or more assists, and that is the long.
You wonder how much higher that number would be if Towns were out there, who's able to spread the floor and one of their best three-point shooters. Blazers look to answer back. No, Jared Vanderbilt. Rubio has the shot blocked. Trent Jr. 3, and there you go. 5-0 run by the Noel. Had some nice moments in the preseason. He did.
These have been on a 22-8 run, Dave, over the last 6.5 minutes.
It'd be more if it wasn't for that 5-0 spurt by the Blazers. Edwards came into the game leading all rookies in scoring per game, and no doubt padding that advantage with this performance tonight. Rubio comes down with a rebound.
Put Simon in the mix. Put him in a ninja blender out there, boy. He didn't know what he was doing. The Bulls on a 10-0 run.
There is Nurkic. Carter jumping out on him. Rebounded by Porter, and a chance to get back to
attack Cantor. You can create for someone else too. Make the defense help.
I shouldn't laugh every time you say go in his life, but you always make me laugh when you say that.
I can't help it. It just feels like that's what's happening.
Gary Trent Jr. missing, rebound battle, and Bazemore's had a good 19-5 Portland run. But yeah, 6 of 24 for the Dubs, 16 of 32 on threes for the Blazers. Anfernee Simons. Giles blocked by Looney. Nice play there.
87 Clippers. Well, listen, on that fact of Becky Hammond, this is what I know about males who play. If you know the game, and they're going to respect it, okay? And that's what you got with Becky Hammond. So it's just, Paul George can get used to, 7 assists. And it is not out of the realm of possibilities that he can average that based upon this kind of reinvented offense or new offense or added to offense, whatever you want to call it. It allows him the freedom, premise of the triangle. I mean, because I played in the triangle before early in my career. Quinn Buckner had us in Dallas. And it didn't look anything like when the Bulls came to town, trust me. But
that to go. Cantor clears it away. Anfernee Simons on the floor for the first time. Finds Cantor. Nice look, nice finish.
Jones out. They come at a Cantor. Simons. That's a bully ball right there. But Cantor walked, shuffled both feet.